Problem number 4, I need to find the Maclaurin series for 1 over 4 plus x squared. How do I do this? Well, the best way to do it is by substituting into a known series. The one that I'm going to know here is, I know that the series for 1 over 1 minus x is the sum from k from 0. Let me not use k, let me use n here. The sum from n from 0 to infinity of x to the n. And so my goal is to make this look like this. So how do I do that? How do I do that? Well, the important thing is I need to turn this 4 into a 1 here. So then I can substitute in. So I'm going to factor out a 4 from the denominator. So I'm purposely making the denominator a bit messier because I can move this 4 outside. It's 1/4 times 1 over 1 plus x squared divided by 4. And so now I've accomplished that this one and this one, those match up. So I'm on the right track here. So now I want to write it so I can just simply substitute in. So how am I going to do that? 1/4 times 1 over 1. I want to write this as 1 minus something. So it's 1 minus x squared over 4. And so now I'm ready to substitute in. I'm going to substitute in minus x squared over 4. I'm going to plop that in for x into this formula right here. So when I do that, what do I end up with? The sum from n from 0 to infinity of minus x squared over 4 to the n. And also, I need to multiply by a 1/4 out in front. Okay, so this is basically my final answer. If I want to clean it up a little bit, I can do that. How can I clean this up? Okay, so I can rewrite this whole thing as a minus 1 to the n times x to the 2n divided by 4 to the n. But there's an extra factor of 4 in the denominator outside. And I can move that inside and have my denominator be 4 to the n plus 1. So here's a nice pretty final answer. To quickly recap the problem, I think that the place people are going to be tripped up by is not realizing that there's several things that could go wrong here. Maybe one is not even having this formula cross your mind. You know, whenever possible, you don't want to reinvent the wheel. You want to substitute into an already known Maclaurin or Taylor series expansion. Another thing would be not knowing how to handle this 4 here. So the goal is we want to make it look like a 1 here, so factoring out a 4 from the denominator puts a 1 right there.